thing about low riding to me is there's no rules.
Any car you build that can ride as low as this van does gets the neck snaps. People are like, is that car floating? Does it have wheels? Why do I like old cars? I just like style. New cars do nothing for me. An older 50s, 60s, 70s car, they all were unique. They all had their own flair, and they said a lot about a person. I happened to see this van sitting on the street. It had cobwebs to the ground, and I asked the guy, what's the deal with the van? I asked him if he wanted to get rid of it. He said, give me $1,000, you could have the van. I called a tow truck, had it picked up. It had no rod in it. The body panels were pretty good. It had dents everywhere. It was original paint. It had all the cool trim. It had all the interior. I had no intentions of painting the van, but my buddy Tyler sent me a text. He's like, let's paint your van. When he wants to paint your vehicle, you're not going to tell him no. It just happened to work out for me.
Gary has spent just over 2 years customising this 1967 Ford Econoline Falcon club wagon, lowering the suspension, upgrading the engine, and creating a mind-blowing custom paint job.
This van originally had pop-out windows, but they popped out from the side. Now it has pop-out from the bottom rear windows. Let me show you my 70s inspired Lowrider interior. This van primarily doesn't have body mods other than a 6-foot hole I cut in the roof. I wanted to give it that one extra wow factor. Van Slam's got a 4.8 liter LS motor, came out of a 2011 Chevy Express van. This motor may look comfy in here, but it took quite a bit to squeeze it between the frame rails. My fabricator was very creative. He put a couple bump outs on the side of this engine cover, and he made it look like it belongs. It sure does one heck of a job to get this van down the road. The van's done very well at the shows I brought it to. I got multiple awards at the Grand Nationals, and when I took it to the Autorama, it picked up a handful as well. People like the van. The van draws attention. I think that's probably the best thing about this van. You don't even have to like low riding. You don't have to like classics. You see this van drive by, and it makes you smile. Low riding to me is very unique, very personal. Some say you can't build a low rider out of a van. I say, watch me.